good morning, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, I said, okay, we work better together. Everybody turn to your friend and say, I'll help you. And I can hear everybody. There's kids in the hallways going, I'll help you. Now turn to another friend and say, I'll help you. And I hear the whole school going, I'll help you. So we were focusing on cooperation. What a great idea. And thank you for being so brave. Abby, where are you from?
I'm in Rochester, New York.
That's awesome. I'm becoming. Go ahead.
We're in Rochester.
Well, Fairport is where I live, but the school district I'm at is Marion, out in Wayne County.
Yeah, I grew up in Victor.
Oh, awesome.
I know the neighborhood. Yeah. And Marion is in Wayne County. Yeah, it's a really small town, right?
Yes. Yep. Small, rural.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Oh, there's your friend. There you go. Let's talk about love.
Lisa, I got the coupon already.
You're
so easy.
You are the one. That's awesome. Perfect.
I heard a presenter at the conference I was at today told a great story at the beginning about working together, because he was trying to get us to do that. It was really good. Yeah.
So tell it. We're just waiting.
No, he said he's a kind of low-key guy, and he said he likes to get up early in the morning, and that's just his thing. He gets up early, so he's up like you. He was up at 4:30, and he was like, doing his wake up thing, and he looks out his window, and in his neighborhood he sees two deer, like right outside his window, like eating grass. And he said one deer was eating grass, and the other one was kind of looking around, just kind of looking around. And he said, he watched for a little while, and then he said, then the deer that was eating started looking around, and the deer that was looking around started eating.
I love that.
And he said he watched it for like 20 minutes, and they kept changing. One was watching, and one was eating, and they would take turns. And so that was this kind of thing about we need to look out for each other and work together. It was kind of cool. He's a better storyteller.
You know what? That's a beautiful children's book. Because that's done naturally. That's done without words.
Yeah, I'll tell him. Yeah.
That's like natural empathy. That's
wonderful. He lives in Virginia somewhere.
Oh, wow. I'm very fortunate enough that we have our deer. We named them Mama and Spotty. And they still come and visit, and they're very happy. I'm putting out a lot of bird seed with the corn crackles in there. So I'm enjoying Mama and Spotty in my backyard.
My son's got groundhogs out where he lives.
Oh,
no.
That's not good.
Yeah, they dig a lot. But
yeah.
They call them woodchucks, but they're groundhogs. They're the same thing.
Okay, here we go. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? There you go. That shows we're still doing well.
Since they got a little dog last year, and since they have the dog, the woodchucks don't seem to be around as much. I think they're finding someplace else to live. So.
Perhaps. I'm welcoming everybody as you're plugging in. I love how Abby, we see her and we said hello. I'd love to say hello to everybody. Welcome to our roundtable during School Counselors Week. Hooray! We got a lot to give away today. My hope is to give you the gift of time. The most valuable commodity I can think of is time. How many kids in your caseload, Abby?
So my school has about 360 pre-K 6.
Pre-K through 6th grade. Wow. That's a big developmental span, you know? Wow. So you do a lot of stuff. Oh, that's amazing. That's just a lot of fun. Oh, I think I'd have fun with the pre-K. Because I do love my Ks, That's awesome. And I see Leslie's here. There she is.
I just want to say,
hi, Andrea.
This is Andrea Diglio. I'm sorry, I'm driving right now, but I'm going to be home very shortly. I just didn't want to be late to the Zoom.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. And then when you pop in, you'll see the PowerPoint, and anything that I'm offering. My idea is the gift of time today. So I have a whole bunch of ideas that I hope you guys can incorporate into your programs easily, seamlessly. Good ideas and good thoughts. So welcome. Welcome. Hey, Leslie, good to see you. How are you?
All right. Actually, my union is talking about the ratification of our MOA right now. So
Okay.
I'm going to probably have to run soon because they're going to take a vote. But I'm going to try to stay as long as I can.
Okay, that's good. We'll get going in a little bit. Hi, Jessica. Thank you for popping in and seeing you. Where are you from, Jessica?
New York City.
Oh, awesome. Awesome, awesome. You know, my thoughts about New York City are I'm awakening to the needs and the understanding. And what was it, Dr. Rotunda? Half of our students are in New York City? Yeah.
Half the students in the state go to school in New York City.
How amazing is that? Right?
Yeah, just under 900,000 students, I believe it is, are currently in the New York City public school system.
Yeah, there's like 2 million kids total in all of New York State.
Imagine.
So it's about half.
Yeah, we used to have 1.1. The pandemic took us down a bit.
Oh.
Where'd they go?
They came to Long Island, I think. A lot of families left the city.
They came to Long Island. They
Long
came to
Island.
upstate.
I think
Yeah.
exactly.
Upstate, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey guys. Hi Dana to everyone. At Jessica, Jessica, where are you in New York City?
I work in Bedford-Stuyvesant in Brooklyn.
No way. What school?
2 schools actually, PS 297 and PS 59 over on the border of Williamsburg and Bed-Stuy.
I used to be at PS3.
Oh, so not far away.
Look at this. We have friends. Hey David. Thanks, I got your message.
No problem. Good to see you.
Good to see you. And yes, I was getting ready. On my dining room table, I have a whole array of things we're going to be talking about. Everybody, David I was fortunate enough to have David as an intern. And so he'll probably recognize some of the things I'll talk about. Maybe yes, maybe no. But it's always good to see people. And David, happy National School Counseling Week, everyone.
Yes,
All right, is everybody grooving my music? Because it's going to be in the PowerPoint. Do we like it? I'm going to share my screen. Welcome everyone. What do you think, Dr. Rotunda? Should I share? I hope I don't scare anyone. That would not be good.
I think it's showtime.
I think it is showtime. And I have so many things open that it's not gonna work, I don't think. Hold on. I'm gonna have to shrink for a minute and then I'll put up the one that I want. So welcome everybody to our round table today. I actually received a message from a friend who said, can we move it to 6 o'clock? And I said, why not? So that's why we are here, not usually at our fun at 5 time. We are here at our 6 o'clock time. Let's see if I can share my PowerPoint now. Where are you? Oh, here it is. I got it. So I am going to start my slideshow. We can all see it. So welcome to the Elementary Counselor Roundtable. As you know, I am Lisa Milady. I am so thrilled and so blessed and so grateful to be your elementary VP for NYSCA. And I am hoping to continue to reach out. I would love someday to go in person to visit people. I am excited to connect us all. So welcome to National School Counseling Week. I am hoping that everyone is feeling appreciated and important, and I hope that you're feeling the love, and I do hope you feel the love today. And so the first thing I want to tell you is if you are friends with NYSCA, in Facebook, in LinkedIn, on Twitter, there is a coupon code that is floating around this week for 50% off membership. Tell your friends, tell your family, whoever wants to join. Yeah, this is a great time to join because 50% is a really, really great gift. Did anybody else know that it was 50% off? Yes, good. Yes, and Leslie wanted to know if we were going to get the slides, and absolutely, because in the slides I had put a lot of fun treats for everybody. All right, so I am going to go to, what we're going to do tonight is we're going to choose some winners for some different things. I'm actually going to share a PowerPoint with you, a separate one from this that you can use in your classrooms. I have 2 separate lessons that are on an Ask a Template that you can use in your classrooms that is on the same topic as the PowerPoint presentation. And then I have a video at the end, and I hope you guys enjoy all of it. So, first giveaway today is this wonderful book. It is called Love is Love. It is written by my good friend, Michael Genhart, Dr. Michael Genhart, and it is autographed. And you can see where it says, Share the Love. Now, this book is dear to my heart because one of my most important missions as an elementary school counselor is to teach dignity for all. And one of the 11 protected classes is the LGBTQ students and families. And I will tell you this, the more I talk about it, the more open my students are in their family life, because love is love. And this is how I teach about families where there's 2 mommies or 2 daddies, and love is love. So this is a very brave, wonderful book. And Michael's daughter is college and old, and it's just wonderful. So today's way to win a book is to name a certain kind of love. I don't know if you guys know that there are 7 Greek words that describe love. I'll give you some of them, not the one I'm looking for. Eros is called a romantic, passionate love. You have philia, which is intimate and authentic friendship kind of love. You have ludus, which is playful, flirtatious love. I'm not going to keep going because maybe you might know it. I'm going to have to move this aside. So here we have, what is the kind of love that's called doing something for another person, whether you know them personally or not, is a shining example of this particular kind of love. It's a kind of love of empathy, and it's also called the universal love. So if anybody has heard this word, if you have any idea what the word for empathetic universal love is, put it in the chat room right now, and the first one to get it right will win the book. Dr. Rotunda, I think everybody's Googling right now, which is, David Arosa is our winner. It is indeed called Agape. And agape is, let me get it back over here. Agape is the kind of love which is empathetic and universal love. And I hope we all feel that every day, because that's what we do. We have a universal love for our students and what we do. So David, congratulations. I would love to give you this in person, but I'll have to get your address and all that kind of information too. I think I might even have it. And congratulations. Now on to the second prize, because everybody loves to get prizes. We have on our website a NYSCA store. I got my NYSCA sweatshirt. I'm a little disappointed Dr. Rotunda did not wear his NYSCA baseball hat. We have NYSCA shirts. There's water bottles. There's any merchandise you can think of with the NYSCA logo you can get. So as we were waiting, I played this song. Do y'all hear this? So life is beautiful. I want everybody to feel important and beautiful today. And this is one of my songs that makes me feel happy in the morning. And the line I love most is, on a stormy night, somewhere in the world, the sun is shining bright. And I love that idea, that thought that no matter what anybody's going through, there's hope on the other side. So, for Mr. Kebmo, who wrote this beautiful song, here is the question to win a $25 gift certificate to our Niska store. Where in the world is the first sunrise? Did somebody already get it? Where in the world is the very first sunrise? I'm waiting. I love this. I'm thinking people really are just Googling on their phones right now. And nobody's Googling it? A $25 gift certificate. Take a guess. Take a guess. It's not on the map. I didn't put it on there, but I do have a map of where it is. Acadia National Park. That's a really good guess. I maybe in the United States, perhaps, or in our continent, perhaps. Acadia. New Zealand. Andrea got it right. It is in New Zealand. Andrea, congratulations. You are the winner of a $25 certificate because let me see, I got to get this going now. Hold on. Oh, I got to go back. The very first place in the world where you can go see the sunrise is New Zealand. So when I figured out this fun way to give away the gift certificate, I decided I have a new bucket list idea. I didn't even tell my husband about this one yet. Hey, honey, I want to go to New Zealand and see the sunrise. And so we are the first people in the world at the start of the day. So congratulations to David. Congratulations to Andrea. I'm so happy to give away fun stuff. So today, the rest of the gifts I have for you. I decided as your VP that the best thing I can give you is the gift of time. And I know it takes a lot of time to create lessons, to create ideas, to reach our kids and teach them important ideas. One of the very first projects that I worked on when I had a computer was the idea of teaching students the difference between passive behavior, aggressive behavior, and assertive behavior. So, oops, I went too far. I always do that. It all began when I had a PowerPoint presentation. I want you to know I started school 31 years ago when there were no computers. And I didn't even have a phone that rang on my desk, and I had to get pink slips. And if I needed the numbers of a parent, I had to go on these big giant Rolodexes. So when I received a laptop, it was as if it was Christmas for me. So the first thing I did was create a PowerPoint presentation, and embedded, you'll have all of this. So this is something that I used. Everybody sees it? Do you see it? You can see it now? Okay. So it starts off, please understand that I'm sharing things I've had for a very long time. So if you put this on your screen, you'll be able to talk to kids about the difference between passive, aggressive, and assertive behavior. And when I do this lesson, I actually have an empty box, a fake cactus. I do not bring a real cactus to school, and cotton balls. And I talk to kids, when you have a problem, there's 3 different ways that you can approach, or 3 different kinds of actions that you can use to solve a problem. You can be passive, you can be aggressive, you can be assertive. So this is a problem. And a problem has many parts. Parents yelling, a mean sister, no one to talk to, hard homework. We all have our own problems, and if you're talking to your kids, you know exactly which examples to put in. How you handle a problem will make it stay the same, get bigger, or go away. And we all agree we want our problems to go away. Passive means you're afraid of the problem, afraid to talk it out, you do nothing, you're hoping the problem will go away, you make a joke about it, or you pretend there is no problem. When you're passive, nothing changes. Because if you do nothing, nothing changes. It's the empty box. Aggressive means that you are fighting about the problem, yelling, threatening, blaming others, saying it's not my fault. That's like a cactus. You hurt others when you are aggressive, and aggressive makes the problem bigger. Now you have school trouble and no friends that goes along with the other problems you used to have. Let's talk about assertive. It's as soft as a cotton ball. Assertive means you talk out the problem, you think good things, you breathe, you compromise, and you create solutions. When you are assertive, it solves the problem. You choose the behavior, passive, aggressive, or assertive, and you choose the outcome. No change, problem gets bigger, problem solved. And that was, I can't tell you how long it took me to do that when I was first learning how to do PowerPoint, but it is an important concept that I teach over and over and over. And even kindergarten kids can say, that's passive, that's aggressive. And I love when I'm teaching these ideas and kids will say, oh, I'm passive, I don't tell anybody, or I'm aggressive, and it helps them understand you choose. I'm just gonna check my, Andrea, I'm gonna have to write down your thank you for giving me your email. I'll check it out. Did you get that, Bob? Andrea's email for the gift certificate? It's in the chat.
Yeah, I did. I already sent it to her.
Perfect. All right. So congratulations. So this was the very first thing I did. And I hope you like it and I hope you can use it. But now, as you can see, I'm still, okay. Now, I have a lesson plan here. So if you click on this, you'll be able to go to and ask a lesson plan. And this lesson plan is a different way to demonstrate and show a lesson that I'm going to demonstrate now. But I want you to see what you can print up and have as an accompaniment to the lesson. These are posters that I actually hang in my room and I point to them. So this is something we talk about a lot. I just want to give a shout out to Staples. I use Staples for all my printing purposes. It's cheap. I get it within 24 hours. I use it so much I walk in, they're like, hey Lisa, how you doing? Which is really nice. So this is you can print this out. Aggressive is exploding emotions like a bear. Oh, I went past passive. Oh no, maybe not. Assertive is like an elephant trumpeting talk. Dun, dun, dun. Talk it out, think good things, breathe, be a problem solver. Passive is when you're hiding your hurt like an ostrich, so the kids can have a connection for that. And on top of each one, I put sideways, the problem gets bigger, the problem is solved, or nothing changes. And here is the Shabam prize. It is a die that you can print, fold, tape. I always say laminated first because I play at lunchtime and you have to like clean off the pizza sauce and you got to clean off the jelly that gets on it, all that kind of stuff. Oh, did you have a question, Andrea?
Yes. Do you also, maybe you already mentioned this, but do you also have second step?
I don't. We don't.
Okay, instead.
It's
like
like
you use your own, like you do your own lessons, you create your own.
My district doesn't buy curriculum.
Gotcha.
So I have hosts and hosts of things I've made. So I'm just sharing some of the things.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm giving it to you.
Kudos to you. That's a ton of work, but this is helpful. That I could use this in conjunction with my second step. It's nice to have different materials to use every now and again to supplement.
Pull out. And there's a whole bunch of different ways you can use it. So I'm going to put my my thing down. Can everybody see my table? Right? So this is what I'm doing this week. I show the kids, this is a problem. And Mr. Elephant, dun, 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 wants to go see his friends. Oh no, he can't get through the problem. So there's 3 different ways to act. He can do nothing. Will he ever get over there and see his friends? And when the kids are really smart and say, just go around, I ignore them. So because we have to solve the problem, get rid of the problem. So nope, passive doesn't work. And if you're mean and you yell and you fight, then I just add more problems. Oh no, then the problem gets bigger and bigger. Can everybody see I'm adding the problems? And so then we agree, what's the best thing to do? We talk it out, we think good things, and we breathe, and then the elephant's on his way. Hooray, 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 hooray. Now here's where the dice comes in. You give, in a group, you give kids, 3 die. Have you ever played left, right, center? It's kind of like the same concept a little bit. Okay, so you get the dice. Everybody gets to roll the dice. If you get passive, you do nothing, so your problems stay the same. Roll the dice. If you get aggressive, you make the problem bigger. The bank gives you another one. Roll the dice, roll the dice, roll the dice. If you get assertive, woohoo, what do? And they have to tell you, talk it out, think good thing, breathe, and then it goes out of the bank. And you keep going until everybody gets rid of it. When I play a game with the kids, I always, even if I have none left, I get to roll. And if I get assertive, I can help a friend. And then that's just a way, we all win when everybody's done together. So you're still in the game, you're still playing. So this is a really easy game and the instructions are there too. Good. I'm just gonna check the chat. Can we let them know about Kate? Oh, yes. When do you want to do that, Bob? I'm checking the chat and I see Dr. Rotunda has reminded me about the lessons. Go ahead, Bob.
We've been working on a lesson plan project since last summer. This was funded by the Gates Foundation, and it went live today on our website. We got dozens and dozens of lessons. K-8 is live right now. It's got academic, personal, social, college and career ready. Yeah, like I said, K-8 is ready to go. I'll put the link up right here, and you guys can have fun shopping. They're all mapped to yep. What am I thinking of?
Ask a template. Yeah.
Mindsets and behaviors are all on the Ask a template. They're all vetted by real life counselors around the state.
Do you want me to stop sharing so you can show them, or should I finish and maybe you'll show them?
I can share real quick. I don't want to spend any time on it. Okay.
Okay.
I know that you guys stuff.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna stop share.
Okay. I'll show you all real quick. I just gotta find it now. Oh, good.
I just want to tell everybody the PowerPoint that I'm showing tonight will be emailed to you. And if you go into the PowerPoint and click on the pictures, it will take you to the PDFs. So everything I'm showing you is embedded in the PowerPoint, okay?
Okay, if you go to the NISCA website, it looks like this. Over on the left, it says curriculum. Click on curriculum. And there's a page that says K-12 curriculum. There's a whole bunch of words. But right at the top, it says click here for lesson plans. And it comes up, pick a grade. I'm picking 3rd grade. I don't know why. Okay, it's got academic, CCR, and SEL. Clicking on it. And there's a bunch of different lessons for each topic, they vary in how many. And there's different pages. And if you click on one, it's a downloadable thing. You can take it and use it and do whatever you want. It's pretty, they did a damn good job. Excuse me.
No, I'm proud. It's amazing.
Yeah.
There it is. Awesome.
Yeah. Each lesson is how many, what you got to do. It's got the link to where it came from because they're all from somewhere else. and I don't know. Anyway,
That is
it's got,
awesome.
they got the worksheets if you need, if they have worksheets and stuff, it's all there. So have fun.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you
Sure.
so much.
Okay.
I love that. You know what? I think the gift of time is the most important thing that you can do. Now I sound like Keb Mo. Now, of course,
Your
it's
turn.
harder to get back to where I was. PowerPoint. Nope, that's not where I was. But I can just do this. There we were. Okay, good. All right. Now, because I like ideas and I like to reinforce ideas, of course I have another lesson. This has the lesson plan, and I'll quickly show you the template.
I think you're on the wrong share.
Oh, am I?
I think
You
so.
can't see this?
I see the thing that makes the dice.
Okay, so you don't see the passive aggressive assertive now? The people with feelings? No. Okay, let me try again.
A bunch of elephants.
Oh, what am I? You know what? I don't need elephants right now. Do you see another lesson? I'm going to stop share and I'm going to reshare. Thank you for letting me know.
Right.
Okay. All right, good. You see the cotton balls?
There you go.
Now wait, is it going to the Adobe Acrobat?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. So this was a lesson I created for COVID, actually, last year when we first got back. The secret to this is when you print it, when you print aggressive, print it out on red and then cut it up. When you print out assertive, print it out on green and then cut it up. And then print out the page for passive on yellow and then you cut it up. And so I'm going to go back to here. So when your kids come to group, I was trying to think of a no-touch lesson that I could do, that I could give to the kids and they could throw it away. So every student is given an aggressive sheet, a passive sheet, I don't know if you can see this, and an assertive sheet. And I didn't go much deeply into it, but I did introduce the ideas that there's 3 different ways to solve a problem. And I'm going to give you some items and you have to determine which one stands for passive, which one stands for assertive, and which one stands for aggressive. I went to the dollar store, which on Long Island is now the $1.25 store, which is kind of a ripoff, but anyway. I got cups. There's an empty cup. There's a cotton ball. And I cut up pieces of emery boards. And I just gave them to the kids and I said, you have to figure out which one matches with which one. And they really had they had fun. Finally, they could touch something in school during COVID. And so as you can figure, the emery board, which is rough, is aggressive. The empty cup, which has nothing in it, is passive. And the soft cotton ball is assertive. And it was a nice hands-on way. And then there's a lot of thinking about it. And that was a quick, fun lesson to review passive, aggressive, and assertive behavior. So that was fun. Cost, I think, I have a big school, I think it was less than $10 for the whole thing. And here I have a story. I have somebody who had pre-K. We all know this. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout, down came the rain and washed the spider out. I love up came the sun and dried up all the rain, and the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. I love it. You don't give up. You try again. Here is a story of the itsy bitsy spider. You'll see the Adobe, the PDF. There is a picture, and then it's followed by words. Leslie, you could have done this in a heartbeat. But what I did is I printed them out, and on the back is what I tell the kids. So it's just a story of the itsy bitsy spider that went up the water spout. He wanted to say hello to his friend the sun. The itsy bitsy spider felt happy. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. And the Itsy Bitsy Spider was upset because he wanted to say hi to the sun. The Itsy Bitsy Spider had a problem. The Itsy Spider felt mad. And you can figure out, and he kicks it and he gets mad and he's being aggressive. Then the Itsy Bitsy Spider was hopeless and gave up. He sat there and did nothing. He was acting passive. Then along came a friendly bird and said, "Talk out your feelings. I felt mad when the rain washed me away." And the friendly bird encouraged him to think good things. He imagined himself seeing the friend the sun. I want to say something really quick before I go on. I've been doing a lot of reading about trauma, and one of the most important pieces of people who show grit and resilience is the idea of imagination. Grit and resilience is tied to actually visualizing things getting better. There are certain folks out there that get stuck and they can't see it. And I thought to myself, oh, I've been saying think good things forever. And I'm doing a lesson next week about hope and courage and seeing the good things that can happen. So don't forget the importance of thinking good things. He thought good things, and then he was brave, and he went up, and he saw his friend the sun. Ha ha! This one actually even comes with a little worksheet, passive, aggressive, assertive. They can fill it out. When I have a problem, I will. So this is a whole fun lesson that you can print out and show your kids in one or another format. So that is awesome. And, oh, here comes the thing. I'm not going to start it yet. Oh, that's a lovely picture of me. I want to say there was a time in my life before I was a member of NISCA, and there was a time in my life before I understood the importance of calling yourself a school counselor. And so I shout out to everybody. I call myself a elementary school guidance counselor, and 31 years of doing this, and they still call me a guidance counselor in my school. So I apologize. I think I'm going to have to redo all of my my videos, but that's okay. If you go to YouTube and you will look up Lisa Milady, I have tons and tons of videos that I made during COVID over about to show the kids for different lessons. I'm going to play it. Is that okay with everybody? We're thinking good. Thumbs up. Are we good with that? All right. Okay. Thumbs up. You ready? Hi. My name is Lisa Milady. I'm an elementary school guidance counselor, and I am also an author of children's picture books. Today, I'm going to demonstrate an elementary school counseling lesson about the differences between passive behavior when you're solving a problem, aggressive behavior when you're solving a problem, or assertive behavior when you are solving a problem. First, let's talk about the difference between passive, aggressive, and assertive. Passive means that you are afraid to talk out what's happening, that a problem happens to you and you keep it to yourself. You have hurt feelings or you have scared feelings and you don't share them with anybody. Passive means you don't talk it out with anybody, or you pretend it doesn't bother you, but in your heart, it really does bother you. Then we have aggressive. Aggressive behavior means if you have a problem, you fight, or you yell, or you are angry. You might use bad words or even put your hands on somebody. Aggressive behavior is fighting and anger when you have a problem. And then we have assertive. Assertive means you use the power of your words and you talk out your problems with someone you trust. Or maybe you come up with a solution. A solution is finding something else that will solve the problem. or a compromise. A compromise is when you share or you work out a plan with another person so both people are happy. If you are assertive, you talk it out, compromise, and think of other solutions. So here is my demonstration. First, we have problems. The problems are here in the box. I'm going to put some problems in here. I'm going to put some problems in here. Now we all have problems. Maybe our brothers are fighting with us or our sisters are being mean. Maybe we don't have anybody to play with. Maybe your mom told you to clean your room and you don't feel like doing it. We have problems every day. So the first thing we're going to do is try to dissolve the problems. As you can see, the problems are in here and we want the problems to go away. So I'm going to put these to the side so you can see what happens. I'm going to take passive. This is my jar of passive behavior. Remember, passive is when you're afraid to talk it out. You keep your feelings to yourself. I'm going to open the jar and I'm going to pour in passive. Wait a minute. There's nothing in here. Passive means you do nothing. And if you do nothing and you don't talk it out, nothing changes. So have we solved our problem by being passive? Nope. That didn't work. Let's try aggressive. Here is our problems, and I'm going to take my jar of aggressive behavior and I'm going to pour it in. You ready? Watch carefully. Oh no! The aggressive behavior, the anger, the yelling, and the fighting made the problem grow and be bigger. And I'll tell you what, if you could smell it, it's pretty stinky too. And let's look. The problem is actually still there. It didn't dissolve. It got bigger and stinkier. So aggressive did not work. The last problem, the last way to solve a problem is by using assertive behavior. So I'm going to take out the assertive behavior. I'm going to pour some assertive behavior in there. Okay, well, so far so good. It didn't explode. It didn't get bigger. But I'm going to add something. I'm going to add talk it out. Remember we talked about the key to assertive behavior is talking it out. So I'm going to take my talk it out spoon and I'm going to stir it and I'm going to add some more water. Sometimes you have to talk it out for a little bit, but I think if we give it time to settle down, you'll see that talking it out dissolves the problems. The problems are no longer chunky and yucky like they were when we were aggressive. The problems are not the same like we started with passive. Assertive is the way to go. Assertive is the one way that we were able to clear out the problems. We would give it time, talk it out, and that's the best way to handle problems.
That's about all I can take of myself. I don't know. How do I end from here? Hold on. Let me get out of there. All right. Now, when I do this in a school and I bring in it's baking soda, you know that, right? It's baking soda and vinegar and it's water, but I let the kids pour it in and I let the kids do that. And this is one of the most exciting lessons that I can do with the kids, and they really, really enjoy it. I love doing hands-on activities. So if you check out the things I did for the kids, it were the hands-on activities that I love doing in groups with them. So that is, oops, I don't want to do this again. I think that brings us to, well, I apologize. So thank you for coming to the roundtable. I know it is, I hope that you are able to take some of the ideas. And I'm going to stop sharing right now, and I hope everybody is there. I don't see a lot of people, but we have a little time left. I would love to hear about some of the celebrations that you're doing for School Counselors Week, or how you were celebrated yourself. You know, in the beginning, Abby was talking about this great activity that she did. You want to share that again, Abby?
Sure. So one of the things I did for National School Counseling Week, since our theme is Better Together, I wrote a letter to my students about why I feel like I'm a better person and counselor because of them. And then on the back, there was an activity for them to do, to either write or draw about a time that they were better together as a team, working with other people better because, because they work together. So that was one of the things I did. I also had some treats for staff each day, with data and information about elementary school counseling.
You are a rock star. Thank you for that. Did anybody else anybody get a lunch or a bagel? Anything?
Some of the women at my work who I'm actually friends with, they treat me really well, and they have their students each year make me cards, and they like hand deliver with their classes. They came to my office, and each student handed me a letter card that they drew. It was so cute. Makes it all worth it. And then they like gave me a plant and some other little knickknack things, my favorite chocolate. So it was good.
Yay, I feel the love.
Mm-hmm.
When I was at the middle school level, we actually did something similar to, I think, what Abby was saying. We had a coffee tea set up in our guidance suite, our counseling suite, but they called it guidance. But and we had coffee for the teachers and bagels and, you know, like biscuits and rolls, things they could come in and, you know, understand that it's National School Counseling Week. So we appreciated them, but we called attention to ourselves by inviting them in.
You know, it's hard to say. Counselors give on this during this week, but also, you know, a lot of us receive, and it's always nice to give and receive. Let the love go around and around. Did you guys like the lessons?
Loved.
Yeah, things you can use. Good. All right. I want to just say really quickly that we are still looking for the book club for aspirational justice. It's still underway. It's something that we're putting in place. If anybody has any ideas that they would like to be presented during one of these roundtables, either myself or I have access to many wonderful people who would love to share ideas. So my email, vpelementary@nisca.org. I love to hear from people. So I always love sharing. Dr. Rotunda, did you have something you wanted to share?
I just have this picture.
I know. I know. I can't believe I did that. I'm so embarrassed.
No, it's fun. That was going around. This has been going around all week. Our
Yeah.
president shared it at the board meeting last weekend. It was fun.
Yeah.
We were all laughing. It's been going around all week. Thank you for joining us. We've got a lot going on. I know that you guys, schools are out the 21st through the 25th, which I'm sure no one's looking forward to, right? Yeah. And you're going to get a well-deserved vacation, and be looking for our emails and such for future webinars and such that we're doing in February, March. We've got one coming up called SEL and social media that looks really interesting. I'm kind of looking forward to that one because I talked to the presenters and I know what they're talking about, but I want to see how they do it. So it's going to be interesting.
Awesome. That sounds really good. I want to say thank you to everybody for coming out on a Thursday night and hanging in. And it's always a pleasure to see you. And again, give me a shout out if you need anything, if you have an idea for anything, or if you want to share a project that you're doing. I love the idea of counselors sharing with counselors. because we are better together. That's a true song. That's really good. All right. Rest up. Thursday. Friday's on the way. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Good night, everyone.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
Thank you.